What's up guys, it's Raccoon back with another video, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at the editing PC that I've been using for this channel for about 2 years. And this PC costs about $300 to $400, which is pretty amazing for what you get. So this PC has been primarily used for editing in Adobe Premiere, but I also use it for Photoshop, Lightroom, and also some pretty light gaming like BeamNG, Minecraft, and a few other games. But this PC performs actually really well in Adobe Premiere for the price. In DaVinci Resolve, you will notice that it does crash a lot, and that's just because of DaVinci's optimization. So this PC probably wouldn't be recommended to be used in DaVinci Resolve. But this PC is still amazing for the price, and even if you're not going to be doing video editing, this PC is still amazing for anything else. Photoshop works amazing, Lightroom works really fluently, then just general web browsing and being on YouTube also works really well. So this PC is really good, especially for that price. So let's talk about how you can get this PC and like what the parts I used. So for my build, what I did was I used a pre-built to keep that price really low. I used the pre-built parts from that pre-built, all the good parts, and then I put it in another motherboard, but that part isn't really necessary for the build. That's just something that I did because I had a spare motherboard lying around with the socket of that i5-4570, which is the CPU that the pre-built comes with. And this CPU is actually really good. It has a base clock of 3.2 GHz, has 4 cores and 4 threads, and has a boost clock of 3.6 GHz. And it scores a Cinebench R20 score of about 1250, which is pretty good. This CPU is actually really good for gaming as well, but for what I use it is primarily editing. So for editing, it works really well. In Premiere Pro, it easily handles 1080p footage, no bogging or slowing down. Sometimes you might have to change the resolution to half if you have lots and lots of layers. And then for 4K footage, it does start to struggle a bit. But most people, if they have a PC of this budget, wouldn't be editing 4K footage. Unless it's mobile 4K footage or GoPro 4K footage, then this PC is fine with that footage, because that type of 4K footage has a lower bitrate and is much easier to handle. But anyway, so this PC handles really well in Premiere, and it also does a lot of other good things. So what do you need for this build? As I've mentioned already, you need that pre-built that is in the description below. It's a Dell pre-built, and it has that i5-4570, and that's the CPU we're after. And then it also, you can choose between 4, 8, and 16 gigabytes of RAM on that pre-built. I would recommend going with 8 or 16, but 16 would boost your price a lot. So if you're going more for the $400 mark, then yeah, put 16 gigabytes in. But 8 gigabytes is still perfectly fine. And then another thing you'll need, if you do want to put a graphics card in it, which isn't necessary for editing, but if you're going to be doing gaming and like After Effects and stuff, then you might want to put a graphics card in. So in that case, you will probably need a beefier power supply, which I have left in the description below. That one in the description below is just a reference. You can just find any cheap power supply as long as it's a branded one like Thermaltake, not some unbranded one. And then to fit the graphics card and power supply in, you will need a bigger case. So just look around for any cheap full-size case. And what I mean by full-size is that the width is like pretty wide compared to those slim cases. So the width will allow the power supply to fit in. And with all that out the way, this is what the PC looks like. As you can see, the PC does look quite nice and it performs really well. My personal case, I'm really happy with the case I got actually. It was from my brother, and it is a really nice black case, and it has lots of ports, and it's actually a really nice case. Came with 3 fans. So you just got to look out for really golden deals out on the used market to get good cases and power supplies and graphics card. My personal graphics card I have is the AMD 7870 HD, which is a pretty good graphics card with 2GB of GDDR5 VRAM, but there's lots of other graphics cards you can get out there for the same price. I got mine for $75, but you can get a lot of other graphics card for that price. I also put an SSD in my build. I'm not sure if the link in the description comes with an SSD, so that is the editing PC I've been using. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. and hopefully you may build a PC for yourself like this, or build a brand new one, whatever your taste is. And yeah, hopefully you did enjoy the video. If you did, drop a like and subscribe. If you didn't, drop a dislike, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Also, I hope you guys did enjoy that second camera angle. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one.